Good afternoon and welcome back to my Civ 5 playthrough with the Siamese. So last time, if you remember, we managed to resist the Ottoman attack, which I have no idea how we managed to do that. They attacked us with 3 times the troops we had, but through a combination of thick forest and jungle to the southwest of our city and frigates, we've got naval supremacy, which was quite useful. We managed to push them back. So what we're going to be doing is we have the opportunity to put something to the council of which there doesn't really seem to be any choice that doesn't massively insult one of the powerful neighbours we've got, which is a bit unfortunate. You can see here we put through arts funding, Germany gets angry and Germany have a big army. Sciences funding, the Ottomans get angry. They've already attacked us once. We don't really want to give them any more opportunities to. So I'm just trying to think what sort of... I mean, we could gamble one way or another. For instance, if I were to embargo the Ottomans, you can see there that Germany would be grateful for that and the Ottomans would be angry. Now, the Ottomans have fought me. I'm not particularly, I want to punish them for it, so I might put that through. Now, if you remember, I actually managed to pay Germany to fight Ottomans with me, which was quite handy, so getting Germany on side, I think, is going to be the best thing to do. So we're gambling here. The Ottomans might get really, really annoyed by that and immediately attack us, but we will... we'll have to go with that one. So we will just press ahead now. I imagine the Ottomans are going to get annoyed. Oh, Netherlands actually. Oh no, the Netherlands are unhappy because we didn't want their thing. Right. So you can see on the map, I've got one of my frigates exploring the world. I mean, I don't know why Auto-Explore does this. Well, as soon as you get astronomy, you can see here the frigate's just sort of navigating the ice caps at the top of the map. That's pretty much the least useful thing I could get him to do. Now, Solas, the capital. Let's have a look and see what we can be building here. The stock exchange has just become opened, and you can see here we've got a lot of gold coming in. So it would be good to get the stock exchange, but I don't want to be in a position where somebody's going to attack us pointlessly because we've got such a low army. The artillery has just been unlocked for us, so yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build up an artillery base. Let's get 4 artillery being built. If we unlock another trade route, yeah, we do from biology. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the gold to purchase another cargo ship and ship production or food, one of the two, back to the capital. Yeah, there we go. Now, I have a feeling... Well, let's put a lumber mill down here. I have a feeling that buying a lot of artillery will help us out massively because, just from the nature, you can see a lot of the territory around our bases. We've got tons of jungle, hills, forests. Artillery are one of the few early game units, well, mid-game units, I should say, that can fire over the top of those things. So it would mean it's easy for us to defend and very hard to attack. So that could work out quite well. Let's move this cargo ship to the capital. They get a lot better trade routes from there. This one needs to be renewed. Where was this one going beforehand? Oh, this was sending food. No, I'm going to stop that now. Let's send this one to Geneva. There we go. 22 gold per turn. Not too bad at all. So I think that's probably going to be the best thing for us to do, actually. I might use gold to just purchase in the stock exchange in the capital. That might be quite a good investment. Yeah, I might well do that, actually. Arsenal's being set up in Lemon City. That's good. Here we go. Right. Do we want targeting or bombardment? I think against naval units. If this guy's exploring, I'll let him go and explore. Cargo ship again. Who are we going to trade with? This one. Malacca. Whereabouts is Malacca? Oh, it's right round the continent. Oh, completely round the continent. You know what? Actually, I have no idea where... Oh, no, is it over here? No, that's Sophia. Genoa. Wittenberg. Oh, Malacca. Oh, my God. It's the complete opposite side of the island. That might work quite well, because what's going to happen is my cargo ship would just travel east. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see east, and the map... There we go. So we haven't quite proven that the world is round, but almost there. Yeah, okay, that would work. Remember, barbarians can't pillage your trade routes if they're in the oceans. There isn't a single barbarian unit that can travel across oceans. They tend to get stuck to the coast. So yeah, let's do that. 23 gold per turn. Wonderful. And let's press ahead. Now we've completed the diplomacy, oh, thank you, the patronage social policy tree, we can start to focus a bit more on our ideology, autocracy. It's important that we get down to the 3rd level as soon as possible so we can start to get a lot of influence with city-states. Ah, great artist. Our first great artist has been born. Wonderful. Right, we need to start getting some great works in. Let's just do that quickly. Great. Now, we've only got 2 tourism per turn, and we haven't had any tourism in the game so far, but you can see we've got 250 against everybody, and that's purely the tenant that we got, here we go, futurism from autocracy. So every time we generate one of these writers, artists, or musicians, we get a free 250 tourism, which will work out well. I mean, it's not going to get anywhere near winning us a tourism victory, but what it'll do is it'll give pressure of autocracy to other civs, so that, fingers crossed, more people take it and we don't get unhappy. It's always worth doing that, in my opinion. We are refusing research agreements because we need to save the money to bribe city-states with. That's why we're refusing those ones. Awesome. Right, there's not going to be too much to do in these few turns. We're just, again, waiting for all the frigates to be built. All 6 iron is being utilised at the moment. You can see here we've just got the 1 iron deposit in our territory. But then we did get 4 coal, which is incredible considering how little space we've got. So we can't complain, really. Great writer. Here we go. Wonderful. Let's get this guy. Great work.
The tortoise.
There we go, and just yeah, there we go. Look, you see 500 now. So we are actually 5%, 8%, 10%. We're already 10% influential with Portugal and Songhai, for instance, without, with 2 great people. So it's not a bad policy, that one. Frigate, let's get this one to do land. We did naval units on the last one, and again, just go off and explore. So that's 6 frigates now. Fingers crossed, that means that in soldiers, there we go, right, we're 6th. That's better than 7th. And we are catching average back up now, which is good because the peace treaty with the Ottomans has just expired, unfortunately. So they can now choose to attack us again, which is not good. If we can get oil, we'll reveal oil on the map in 3 turns' time. If we can do that, and we have a sort of decent supply of oil in our territory, we can think about teching towards battleships, upgrading all of our frigates to battleships and getting a big power army that way. That could be a good way to go, actually. Okay, right, stock exchange for now. I think that's going to be a good thing to build. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to add to the queue an amphitheatre. We need to start building a few of these buildings so we've got great work slots. Otherwise, generating all these great artists and whatnot will be completely pointless. You don't want to be in that situation. Every time the Ottomans take more than about 5 seconds to do their turn, I just think, oh no, what are they doing? They're attacking. Pearls from Byblos, oh wonderful. That's good. Again, all it does is it just increases our happiness, and fingers crossed, every now and then, a new resource that's given to me will fulfill a quest for someone else. You can see here Wittenberg still want incense, for instance, truffles for Zurich, Melbourne wants copper, Byblos wants silver, Malacca wants citrus. Could be possible to get one of those, actually. Leventa. Pearls, no, they're pearls as well. Let's have a quick look of who we might want to get. Wittenberg, what have you got? Gems? No. Dyes. Geneva. I'm just keeping an eye out for city-states that have one of those resources, because it might be quite good to win them. Now, a lot of them have got pearls. I have a feeling there are more city-states inland that we haven't yet found that unfortunately we're going to have to get at some point. Okay, worker. If you remember, the workers around this city were sort of alternating between getting farms up and getting lumber fields up. Really, what I should have been doing is putting the farms on the coast and then the lumber fields inland, because it acts as sort of a vision wall for when people attack me. That might have been good to do, actually. This banana probably needs to be worked as well. Here we go. Now, something that I noticed was the Shoshone are really beginning to expand now into the powerhouse of the map. Let's just go on the demographics quickly, just to see how we're doing. You can see here we're pretty happy. That's to be expected. We've got a very small empire. They don't tend to be very demanding on happiness, and literacy we're still ahead of. That's good. That's good to see that we're still ahead of literacy. But you can see here, actually, between the Shojani and Germany, they've got a lot of stuff covered. Looks like Germany is still the powerhouse in quite a lot of the things here. Yeah, look at that. They're producing 3 times as much production per turn as we are. Wow, that is impressive, actually. Okay, good. Scientist. If you remember, we are now in the modern era, so I don't tend to put academies down after that point. Now that we've got public schools up, it's worth just using them instantly. So let's just use him. There we go. Biology. And we do have at least 4 oil. That's something, I guess. Oh, we needed more oil than that, really. Okay. Okay. We've got a ton of coal, but not much oil. That might come to bite us later in the game, actually. Let's just see if there are any more oil deposits that we can easily get to. See if our city-state allies have got any. No, they don't. Leventa isn't our ally. Byblos does. Oh no, Byblos might a bit later. No, Songhai is likely to get that one. Genoa might pick up 4 oil. Okay, that's at least something. That might be a problem for us. Oh well. Right, let's go into research and see what we're going to do. We may as well... Well, seeing as we're not going to be able to get as many battleships as I was hoping, maybe the best thing to do would be to go to plastics and pick up the research lab. Yeah, I think that could be a good move, actually. As soon as we stick down research labs, our tech is going to massively increase per turn, so fingers crossed that would do us well. Again, we're going to go for a lumber mill here. Worker. Now, what would a plantation do? Extra production and extra food at the expense of the science on that tile. I don't know whether to improve that. Sometimes actually keeping the science on the tile for a banana is worth actually not upgrading it at all. You can see it's being worked as well. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's instead improve that jungle over there. This worker, do you have anything more to do? Oh yes, wonderful. There's a hill over here you can improve. Actually, we should probably get some archaeologists. We've got a few antiquity sites. Yeah, that could be worth doing, actually. Okay, lots of stuff has happened. Right, Bismarck and Ottoman have finally made peace. That's bad. I wanted Germany to come to peace pretty soon after we did, because otherwise they're going to have a peace treaty. So if Ottoman does attack us in the next 10 turns, Germany isn't coming to our help, unfortunately. Now the artillery is going to be defending our borders around here. You can see again, Ottomans, they are starting to gather their troops around our cities. They're not going to go away, are they? Right, so we're going to have to go for rough terrain upgrades, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the troops out slightly. So this Gatling gun is going to move to the adjacent forest, and I'm going to use my artillery in the city itself. I think that's the best thing to do. Cool. Germany has denounced the Ottomans. Oh, wonderful. Actually, I might be getting Germany on side here. The Ottomans are still friendly with me, technically, even though I've done a lot to insult them. Germany are good friends. That's good to see, actually. Right, who needs orders now? You just keep putting... I like putting trading posts on the jungle. I think it's really good. You know, if you keep the city on gold focus like we are doing, it does sort of inadvertently increase your tech per turn, which works quite well. There we go. Right, let's just check our city-state alliances, actually, because we might be... No, we are still good on a lot of them, actually. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to build a cargo ship, wasn't I? Right, let's purchase a cargo ship quickly. Like so. Wonderful, we can get another trade going and hopefully increase our gold per turn to 200, which is pretty good. Considering we're a civ that doesn't get any bonuses at all to producing gold. I'm trying to think if actually it would be worth buying up one of the religious city-states. You can see here we do have a religion. Yeah, you know what, actually putting my religion down would be good, because I would start to get more money from Teve, wouldn't I? Yeah, okay, let's buy out the city-state, the religious ones, then. So, Geneva. They're friendly. Do we have furs? We don't have furs. Oh, wonderful. Right. 62 I've got to give them. So let's just give them 1,000 gold like that. And there we go. Allies. That's good. And Leventa. 66 for them. Again, I may as well just give them 85 again. Boom. Okay, we've got 6 alliances now. That's good. And 51 faith per turn. Now that means, I think... Yeah, actually, look, we can get a great profit. Just for 300 faith. Let's do that quickly. Purchase a great profit. Wonderful. We'll use him next time. Trading post? No, I need a mine. There's no point putting a trading post on something like that. Yeah, we're going to let Songhai continuously give us gold for open borders. We're not going anywhere. We don't need to go into their borders at all. Shenzheni don't like the fact that we're with Geneva, but that's fine. Get over it. Again, no point lying to an AI. It's better to tell them to go away. And then to be sort of slightly disgruntled about it than to say, oh no, we won't do it again, and then you do it again and get a massive diplomacy negative for lying. Modern era. Fantastic. And German Great War inventory, just sort of casually in my territory. What are you doing there? Again, Ottomans are building. Now, what I don't want is that Germany to attack me as well. That would be awful. And again, soldiers, I'm really falling behind. Might have to get some of my other cities to start making some for me, otherwise I'm not going to have enough. Oh, we've got another spy. That's good. Well, let's try and get the military city-state then. That would help. Sofia. Let's put him in Sofia. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Hopefully that will help me. Artillery, good. You wait there. Actually, no, you set up and then you wait. Wonderful. And again, yeah, build a trading post. Cargo ship. I think, yeah, let's get that route going. 23 gold per turn. Oh, not quite 200. I thought it would be 200. It's 199. That's not so bad, really, is it? Great profit. I may as well enhance the religion while I can, actually. Let's see what beliefs are still available. We're pretty much at the end of it now, so there's not going to be too... Oh, look at that. Religious community still available. That's really good. Plus 1% production for each follower. That's really, really good, especially in big cities. So let's get that quickly. Enhance the belief. What else do we need? Ah, wonderful. Just war. 20% combat strength bonus near enemy cities that follow this religion. No, that's not the one I thought it was. I thought it was the defensive one. Never mind. Let's instead get Messiah. That'll let us buy great profits cheaper. And we can spread our religion about a little bit more. Like so. Yeah, we need a second great profit actually. Let's just see if we can buy a new one. There we go, 375. That's pretty good. Get him down. Okay, now, Songhai wants to trade with us, but they don't really have much to trade. I'm going to wait and see if Germany want to trade that with me. Because I can trade them gold up front because they're my friends. No, Netherlands, if they've just offered me 5 gold per turn, why would I accept 4 gold per turn? Go away. I don't want to trade with you. Okay. We've got a second artillery unit. That's good. Finally. Right. I think we will call this episode a day here. So next time we will start to spread our religion over to our 2 small cities just to give us the growth bonus and give us the production bonus. That would be quite handy indeed. And from there we will start thinking about really building up our army and progressing towards gunboat diplomacy as soon as we can. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!